Good evening, family. Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Bishop, and yes, it's another beautiful day. Fresh air. What? How can I complain? I'm currently out to lunch with my best friend, the sassy, the beautiful, yes, the one and only Shannon Jones. And today we're doing a Q&A. We asked you guys for your questions, things you may want to know about her. We're enjoying the process of vlogging, and we're starting to add Shannon into the channel a little bit more. I know it's Bishop Tunnel Vision, but she is a big part of it, and a bigger part coming up soon. So come along with, we're gonna have some lunch, some tacos right quick, a new place that we're trying out. It's amazing so far. The place looks spectacular. I wanna take you guys along for the ride. So let's do this. Now again, me and my family, we've done Q&A before, and if there's questions that you asked and we didn't answer them, it's probably because we answered them in previous Q&A, so check these out.
Aquí estamos bravos, la chema tan brava, esta vida es brava, y yo también soy bravo. Por eso lo que repica son los cueros, aquí lo que suena fuego, mueve la abuela el pescadero, a todo lo mueve el aduanero, norte al sur, lo vemos viendo, la orilla del mar, no ve sonriendo.
All right, so back at the house, Shannon had to clock in to work because she works a split shift, and she's not a fan of her job at all. We'll be talking about that probably in this Q&A for sure. But while she's working, and Love's here, we picked her up from school after we got something to eat. I'm just gonna run to Fry's really quick and grab a couple things. I think I'm gonna throw some things on the grill. You guys did give me a couple suggestions, nothing too crazy, nothing I was like, oh yeah, we have to have it. It's okay. I'm just gonna throw some chicken on the grill. I have some chicken soaking right now in pickle juice. That's something I love to soak chicken in. It just brings out the flavors. Pickle juice, fruit juices, some salt, some sugar. It's like a brine. So I have that chicken doing that. I'm gonna grab a couple other things to throw on the grill, a few small sides, nothing crazy. That way we can sit and have dinner and talk to you guys as we do a Q&A for Shannon. So let's go to the store. All right, now I can say, when I started the channel out, I was able to pretty much comment or respond to any comment, pretty much every comment. Anyone that commented, I was able to respond to them. I still read every single one. I just can't respond to all of them now. It's just so many. I appreciate all of them. Every once in a while I go through, and as I'm reading, I'll respond to a few. I may thumbs up some, but if you don't see me respond, don't feel bad. I know I used to respond to your comments before. Now I just read them.
It's just in my blood, make it comfy, give it to you properly. When you are asleep in the morning, make you coffee. Baby, when you gonna leave, grab your friends a coffee.
That was it, quick little shopping trip. I just picked up a few things. I'm gonna add some sirloin steaks to the menu. I'm gonna do some wedges of cabbage with bacon in it. I'm gonna season those wedges up real good. I'm gonna throw those on the grill along with some broccoli and some potatoes, red potatoes to be exact, and then mac and cheese. Loves mac and cheese. I'm gonna keep it simple with the mac and cheese, just some Velveeta. That's what she likes. Anytime we go too crazy with mac and cheese, she just won't eat it. So at least that I know she will eat along with the broccoli. She probably won't eat the cabbage either, but she will eat the broccoli, steak, chicken. Yeah, throw it on the grill. Something easy. All right, I'm gonna cheat with the vegetable medley and just throw it in a foil bag. I have cabbage, broccoli, potatoes, onions, whatever else I find in the refrigerator, I'm gonna throw it in there with some seasons. Chop up some bacon, throw it in there, put it on the grill. Done.
Need no face, don't need no phonies, no. Need no snakes, no only homies down for show. Go. Get a book and get the front and we load up and roll. I got kids, yeah, I got staff.
Okay, guys. Shannon is off of work, finally. I am continuing with dinner. The floor is all yours. With no further ado, Shannon's Q&A.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, thank you for subscribing, which it sounds like we got some new subscribers on the channel. So a lot of new people wanting to get to know me and have asked some wonderful questions about me and my life and work and that guy over there in the corner. So I screenshotted some, and so I'm gonna go through them and answer them as best as I can. Let's see. First questions from HF Wolf 2354, and they add, and if I say they, it's because I don't know who you are, so please don't be upset. So, question is, how do I unwind since I work so much, and what do I do for work? That's a very good question. When I have the opportunity to unwind, I read a lot. I do read a lot of paranormal romance. I do diamond painting. I play video games. Right now I'm obsessed with Stardew Valley at the moment because there's a new update, and so I've been playing that when I unwind. A couple people have asked me what I've done for work through these questions. Right now I work for an insurance company. I've worked there for almost 6 years. Before that, I was in culinary and reservations customer service. I worked at a really nice resort out this way called the Westin Kierland, and I worked there for 7 years or so. But in about 2 weeks, I'm about to make a transition out of working for the insurance company and taking a break, because I've literally thought about it and sat and realized that I work 7 days a week, and I've done that for about a year and a half, give or take holidays or if my car breaks down or something like that. So mama needs a break. So I don't know what I'm going to do next. Of course, build our channel up, help with any brand deals, or you may see more of me. Just needing a very big mental health break, because my mental health was not the greatest. And for me to be able to pour into my family, I got to pour into myself. So that's what I do. But it'll be changing. It'll be shifting. So that'll be exciting to have a change. This question is from a girl from South 214. She asked me a couple different questions. Asked, how did me and Bishop meet? Are we from Arizona? What's your favorite style of food and dish to cook? We met, we were neighbors. We are not originally from Arizona, which somebody asked the question if we're from Arizona. We're both from St. Louis. I was born and raised in St. Louis, Missouri. Hillsdale to be matter of fact. I went to Normandy Senior High School and West County Tech and graduated from there. And then he was born in Chicago, and then of course grew up in St. Louis. My favorite style of food to cook is hard. Asian food is definitely at the top. As you've seen on our channel, we've done a lot of we go to a lot of Asian restaurants. We do a lot of Asian cooking at home. I grew up eating a lot of Asian food, and my mother was really big on making sure that I enjoyed all different types of cultures, foods. And then Italian food is my next, because pasta and rice are my carbs of choice. I know a lot of people, carbs of choices are potatoes. Mine is rice and pasta, which I don't eat as much of, but those are my top faves. Let's see. This question is from Emery Key 6004. What's your favorite dessert? My favorite dessert, I got a couple, but my top is pineapple upside down cake. Pretty much anything with strawberries in it. Strawberry shortcake, my grandmother's cherry cream cheese pie, which ultimately is just a cherry cheesecake, but that's what she called it, so that's what I call it. Banana pudding. So those are like my tops. Oh no, I didn't put their name on here when I screenshotted it. Okay. Somebody asked, would you ever come for a trip to the UK? Yes, yes, please. I've been wanting to go live my best, and I know people are, my best Harry Potter life in a sense, but not just Harry Potter, but coming to the UK, going to London, going to other places in the UK would be amazing. I've been to Greece and Rome, and that was really awesome. And I actually met some people when we were in Greece, my friend and I, my best friend and I, that were from London, and they thought it was amazing that we came all the way from here, all the way over there. So we love to travel, and traveling is like the best thing ever. If I could just travel, if I had no worries for money and I could just travel, I would be everywhere. Island hopping, country hopping, going to all the places, and just seeing what's out there, making sure love sees what's out there, and knowing that this big rock that we're on has so many things to explore, and food and people and the cultures and all of that. So this is from Shannon. Hi, Shannon. Shannon Emerson, 3682. Asks, does Bishop bring the decoration skills home he learns from Kylie, and did you put him to work decorating y'all's tree this year? Yes, Kylie has upgraded my husband's decorating skills 1000%. Like, I love the fact that, because he's already the decorator in our house. Like, I don't decorate stuff. He puts the pictures up or feng shuis the couches and the TV however he wants. I'm just there. I just be like, oh, that's cool, or I like that color, or whatever it is. But after him working for the Crazy Middles and Kylie, he came home, and I've always been I'm the Hallmark Lifetime girl that watches Christmas in July and watches the cheesy Christmas movies, even though I know exactly how they're gonna turn out every single time. But I always wanted those kind of Christmas trees, and he has made our Christmases look amazing. And when he comes home, I know he's tired during Christmas time and he's worn out from Christmas, but he does try to have a little extra oomph for us to decorate. Him and Love decorated the tree this year. I sat on the couch because I think I just got off of work. So they decorated the tree, and I just did the little village and hung up stuff and kind of made sure like some outside decorations look nice, but I can't compete with his skills. His skills are amazing. And I'm gonna let him continue to do those because it's not in my ministry. Let's see. This one's from Deb Butcher, 5827. She asks, what I did for a living, which I mentioned at the beginning. What was my favorite date that Bishop and I have had? Which, when I saw the question, it was hard to say because I consider our dates adventures. What kind of adventure we've had. And my favorite ones, honestly, my most favorite one was a couple years ago when we went to Cheer Choice for the first time. So Cheer Choice happens during our anniversary so far every year. And so the first time we went, it was during our anniversary, and we got to go with our Love, and my niece flew in and took care of her while we got to be just John and Shannon, or Bishop and Shannon, excuse me. We got to be Bishop and Shannon, which was nice because we're mom and dad all the time. And just being able to enjoy each other and not have to stress and not have to worry and just have amazing time. And we had a car, so we didn't have to stay on the strip, which was nice. So we got to see Vegas like regular people see Vegas, which we got married there. So it still has sentimental value for us because we still drove past the chapel that we got married at and still did all the things you do on the strip. Like, every time I go to Vegas, if I don't do anything else, I still go see the fountains at the Bellagio because they're just amazing, and they just, I don't know, it's just a really cool thing. And then because at night they have the lights going and things like that, and it's just really, really awesome. Seashells Prosperity 8729 has a bunch of questions. First question, do you ever think about having more kids? Nope. That was a one-time pop-up shop. Came, We saw, we conquered, we brought love literally into the world. You're welcome. Do you cook for charitable organizations? I've never cooked for a charitable organization before. That would actually be pretty nice to do. I don't really know how to get into connections like that, but it's definitely something that I've thought about. Maybe going down to like a soup kitchen or something or anything of that nature, but literally working 7 days a week, I barely have time to sleep, but that's gonna change. So I may have some more time to do things like that. She asked, where did you guys meet? We met, we were neighbors. He knocked on my door, he helped me with my tire, he helped me get it off and get it to my trunk. And then I called him stupid or a dumb A or something. Like, cause our windows were next to each other. And he had no clue that we lived next to each other. We didn't grow our locks at the same time. He actually had, I think, about 7 years ahead of me in love. He kept hounding me about it. And eventually in 2019, I decided to start, and then love followed in 2020. And then he cut his off. And I was like, I'm not cutting my locks off. I've worked too hard at this point, and the maintenance is pretty low. Next question they asked is, how do your jobs or career influence your daughter? I know the artistic side for her is a big thing, in the fact that we do artsy stuff in our own ways, and I think that's why she wants to be an artist or a singer or something creative, and that's where she gets her creativity from. Because culinary is an art for sure. Making things taste good and look good is no easy feat. And I think the same way with him taking pictures and her being able to kind of see what we do and how we do and how hard we work. I think that is something good that we're instilling in her. Hopefully. RKMWYO. A lot of letters. Thank you for waving at me when I was waving behind. I just felt weird and I was like, I'm kind of standing here, so let me do something and wave at the people. So hello to you as well. My favorite thing to do as a family, just kind of hanging out. Like yesterday we had a veg fest where we just like veg with snacks and watched Despicable Me 4, I think. And we just like put snacks and charcuterie meat and dinner all on the table and kind of just grazed and hung out. And then eventually Love got bored of us and left. And so it was me and Dad, which was nice because then we got to switch to watching movies that we want to watch. Like we just watched 6888, which was amazing, and Rebel Ridge, and just kind of having that kind of quality time is nice because we don't get it often, and being that we don't really have a babysitter a lot, getting those alone time moments is nice, even, you know, with Love being upstairs or on the tablet or drawing or whatever. Another question was, what do I do on the nights when he's filming at night? I watch TV, I play video games, and then I nap or sleep. I say nap because I've never been comfortable sleeping if he's not in the house, unless like I know he's out of town, but I don't sleep until he's walked in the door. He's been in, before he started with the middles, they were not the most savory and a little life-threatening. So I don't sleep until he's walked through the door, just so I know that he's safe and he's okay and he's home. I don't feel left out was another question. I absolutely, positively do not feel left out. I like that he does what he does and then he comes home. Even if he's filming with like the middles or something, or Kylie, I love the family time, but I also know how to move without it. So Precious Lily 15 asks, thank you for loving the fish. They're really cool. What was my first job? And then I've already talked about how we met. So my first job, I worked at Barnes Jewish Hospital in St. Louis as a tray passer. So not a candy striper. I actually got paid to like pass food trays to patients in the hospital. And I was like 16. That was my first job, and it was interesting to say the least. Amanda Crisp 0716 asks, what do I do for work? I work for an insurance company, and I also do Instacart too. And what was my reaction when Bishop started working for the Crazy Middles? I was skeptical, not gonna lie. I was nervous. I was like, what do you mean? Like, where did you find this job? Like, because there's so many scams in the world out there for people, and I was not confident in it. I had questions, and I was scared for stability reasons and things like that. And then he's like, it's fine. But I had to remember to have faith and trust in my husband's judgment. He's not a bad judge of character. He is smart and amazing and all these things. But at the same time, we gotta think as a unit. So when he told me he had an interview with a YouTube the family that's on YouTube, I was like, I didn't know that was a thing. Like, I knew YouTube was a thing. I knew people, but I didn't know, like, you could get a job that way. But almost 3 years later, I guess, are we in year 3? Yeah, we're in season 3 with the Crazy Middles and Building in Beauty. And I can say thank you. Like, you all have changed our lives for the better and have made opportunities that I didn't think could ever happen, which is pretty awesome. So, and I love them for it. All of them, Jared, Kylie, Shelly, Mindy, like, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Stacy Arlene, 32484, asks, how many siblings do I have? Where did I grow up? Grew up in St. Louis, Missouri, in Hillsdale. On my mother's side, it's me and my sister. My sister is my second mother, as my sister is 15 years older than me. So she raised me as well. On my father's side, counting the ones that I know, there's 6 of us and I'm the baby. So I got a total of 7 siblings collectively. So that's how many siblings I have. And then I think that's all the questions. Okay, yeah. I'm at the end of all my questions. If you all want to see more and us do some cooking and things, in Not Your Mama's Kitchen.
Not Your Mama's Kitchen coming soon.
Not Your Mama's Kitchen, because it's not your mama's kitchen.
No, it's something different.
So I'm gonna cook food like I cook at home. It's not like I see so many creators and they'll do stuff. It's like, well, I do. This ain't your kitchen. Yeah. It's not your mama's kitchen.
Your mama's kitchen.
This is my kitchen.
This is how we do it.
This is how we do it.
You might learn something if you pay attention.
Just saying. But thank you all so much for all the wonderful questions and wanting to get to know me more. And I appreciate all the new subscribers to make his channel great. So like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I said that right? All the things? Okay. All right. Well, until next time, bye.
Deuces.